my dear students. Assalamu alaikum to all. Once again, I warmly welcome to all in my class. Today, we are going to start our new chapter. What is the name of new chapter? Flower to Flower. Our chapter name is Flower to Flower. All of you take your textbook and take page 30. Take page 30. We know that the green plants makes the world beautifully. We know that the green plants make the world beautifully. Butterflies, flowers are very beautiful sight to us. Is it? Yes. Okay. Yes. Do you know the names of some flowers? All of you say some names of some flowers. Yes. What are the flowers? Do you know? Yes. Hibiscus, rose, dahlia, anthurium, lily, ixora. Like that, there are so many flowers. We know that there are so many flowers have. Yes, are all flowers alike? Is all flowers alike? In what respect they are different? All flowers alike? No, they are different. Yes, what all respect they are different? They have different colors. Is it? Yes, different colors, number of petals, size, smell, color of flower, shape, structure, etc. are different in different flowers. They are different in different flowers. Okay. What are the use of flowers? We used flowers in what? Yes, in different kinds of flower for decoration and celebration. Decoration and celebration. What is the use of flower in a plant? What is the use of flower in a plant? Yes, to produce. Yes, for reproduction. Yes, you know the use of flower in plant is reproduction. Part of flower in plant. That means the main function is to produce fruit and seed. The main function of flower is to produce fruit and seed. Is it? Okay. Next, do all flowers have petals? Do all flowers have petals? Yes, all flowers have petals. Do you know what are the parts of flower? Do you know what are the parts of flower? Yes. Now, I take a hibiscus flower here. What is the flower here? Hibiscus flower here. There are so many hibiscus flower have in my hand. Okay. Yes, we are going to study the structure of the or parts of this flower. Parts of this hibiscus flower. Yes, we know that. What is the part of this? What is the part of this? I take one here. There are 5 petals here. What is the part of this petals? Known as corolla. What is? The petals is known as corolla. What is the part of this? This is known as corolla. Then next, what is this part? This yellow part. What? Yes, this is known as androecium. This is known as androecium. Then what is this part? This part is known as gynoecium. This part is known as gynoecium. Then what is this? This green part is calyx. This green part is calyx. Then this part is thalamus. This part is thalamus. Then this part is what? Pedicel. This part is pedicel. Can I just draw? You just imagine that this is an hibiscus flower. Okay. Yes. So, What is this part known as? This part is known as androecium. This part is known as androecium. Yes, we know that. What is the name of this part? This part is corolla. This part is corolla. Then what is this part? This part is gynoecium. This part is gynoecium. Then what is this part? This part calyx. This part calyx. Then this thalamus. This one thalamus, and this one pedicel. What are the parts? Androecium of this, androecium of hibiscus is this corolla, gynoecium, calyx, thalamus and pedicel. Next we are going to studying about the functions of these parts. All of you try to draw the flower. Try to draw the structure of flower and label the parts in your science diary. Are you ready? Yes, you just draw a flower and label the parts. Next we are going to study about the functions of these parts. What are the functions of this part? Okay. In page 32 we can see that box, and there are the parts of some flowers. There are the parts of some flowers and their functions. First function, holds different parts of the flower. Holds different parts of the flower. Which one helps to hold different parts of the flower? Yes, we know that thalamus. Thalamus holds different, what is that? Yes, here. Hold different parts of the flower. This is the thalamus. Okay. The next function what? Provides color, fragrance and attractiveness to the flower. Provides color, fragrance, attractiveness to the flower. What? We know that is corolla. That is corolla. Yes, corolla give attractiveness to the flower. That give color, fragrance of the flower. Then next asking, what is the male reproductive part of the flower? What is the male reproductive part of the flower? That is androecium. That is androecium. This one is the male reproductive part of the flower. Got it? Okay. Next, what is the female reproductive part of the flower? Female reproductive part of the flower, that is gynoecium. That is gynoecium. This is the gynoecium of the hibiscus flower. This is the female reproductive part of the flower. Yes, you can look, if you have a hibiscus flower in your home, you can just look the parts of the flowers. Okay. Okay. That time you can understand easily. Then next function, connect the flower with the plant. Connect the flower with the plant. What? Which part? Pedicel. Pedicel connect the flower to the plant. Pedicel connected to the flower to the plant. Pedicel connect the flower to the plant. And last one, protect the flower. Protect the flower when it is bud, holds better after the flowers. This is known as calyx. This is known as calyx. Which one is calyx here? This one is calyx. What is? This is the calyx. So, all of you must write the parts of the flower and its functions also. Parts of the flower and its function also. In your textbook, there is a question, longitudinal section of flower given, and all of you try to try to write the parts of that flower. Okay, that's also your homework. Next question. Where do fruits and seed develop in a plant? Where do fruits and seed develop in a plant? Yes, we already said that. Where? Yes, in flowers. In flowers, fruits and seed formed in flowers. Yes. Next question. What is the benefit of formation of seed for a plant? What is the benefit of formation of seed for a plant? To produce new generation. We use seed to produce new generation. We know that seed is used to produce new generation. Then next question. What may be the functions of flower then? Yes, we already said that. What is the functions of flower? For the reproduction. To produce seed and fruits. Okay. So, in your textbook there is a box. Here said that you know that fruits and seeds are formed by flower. Seeds and fruits are formed by flower. What is the mean by reproduction? Reproduction, the function of flower is reproduction. What is mean by reproduction? Reproduction is the process by which organism produce their younger ones. Organism produce their younger ones to retain their ancestry. Okay. Next, how does reproduction occur? How does the reproduction occur in flowers or in plant? Yes, we can study about that. Okay. Next, we can study about, now we learned that what are the parts and their function. What are the parts and their function? What are the parts? We already said that androecium, corolla, gynoecium, calyx, thalamus, pedicel. We know that androecium is the male reproductive part of the flower. Androecium is the male reproductive part of the flower. Then what is corolla? Corolla give the fragrance or a structure of the plant. Is it? Yes, corolla give provide color, fragrance of the flower. Then what is calyx? What is calyx? Calyx protect the flower when it is a bud. Calyx protect the flower when it is a bud. Then what is thalamus? What is thalamus? Hold different parts of the flower. Thalamus hold different parts of the flower. Pedicel connect the flower to the plant. Pedicel connect to the flower to the plant. Connect the flower to the plant. Which part? Pedicel. These are the main part of what flower and functions. All of you write this and study well. Next we are going to look what are the reproductive part, that is male reproductive part and female reproductive part of the flower. We know that androecium is the male reproductive part and gynoecium is the female reproductive part of the flower. Let's see. Okay, I can draw the picture of androecium and gynoecium. We already said that gynoecium is the female reproductive part of the flower. In gynoecium, this part is stigma. This part is stigma. Then this part is style, stigma style, ovary, ovule. In higher classes, we can study about more for this. Okay, what are the parts of gynoecium? Stigma, style, ovary and ovule. Just look this. From the hibiscus flower, I take the gynoecium part of this. This is the ovule and ovary part. This is style and this red color one is what? That is stigma. Okay. Yes, very small. It is very difficult to see you. That's why you also try from your home. Take a hibiscus flower and you just look the parts of the flower. That time you can understand this. This is the ovary and ovule of gynoecium, and this is style, and this is this is stigma. Okay. Next, androecium. What is androecium? Androecium is the main reproductive part of the flower. Here we already said that this is the, what are they? This is anther. This is anther and this is filament. Filament. In androecium also have two parts, anther and filament. Androecium also have two parts, anther and filament. Yes. This dust particle, yes, yellow particle is anther, and that one, that's red particle is its filament. This is androecium. This yellow particle is anther and this red particle is what? Filament. Okay. So these are the gynoecium and androecium are the reproductive part of the flower. This gynoecium is the female reproductive part and androecium is the male reproductive part. In gynoecium have stigma, style, ovary and ovule. Stigma, style, ovary and ovule, and androecium have anther and filament. Okay. Next. Next, page 34, you can see that there are different type of flowers. There are different type of flowers. What are they? Oleander, pumpkin, bittergourd, clitoria. Oleander, pumpkin, bittergourd and clitoria. Yes, and some plants have both androecium and gynoecium have same flower. In oleander flower, all of you look in oleander flower. In oleander flower, in a flower, in one flower we can see that androecium and gynoecium. In oleander flower we can see that androecium and gynoecium in one flower. In one flower we can see that androecium and gynoecium in oleander flower. But in pumpkin flower, androecium seen in one flower and gynoecium seen in other flower. Androecium seen in one flower and gynoecium seen in other flowers. So there are different flowers of pumpkin and there are what? Yes, androecium, gynoecium seen in different flowers, not seen in same flower. Androecium, gynoecium seen in different flowers, but oleander flower have androecium, gynoecium have it same flower. Got it? The difference of that, like that bittergourd. Bittergourd also have androecium and gynoecium seen in what? Yes, different flowers. In bittergourd flowers, androecium and gynoecium seen in different flowers. But clitoria, androecium and gynoecium seen in same flower. Androecium and gynoecium seen in same flower. So from this what we understand, some flower have a same, in a flower have a androecium and gynoecium, but in some flowers androecium and gynoecium seen in different flowers. Is it? In same flowers seen in androecium and gynoecium in some flowers, but in some flowers gynoecium and androecium seen in different flowers. Is it? So flowers having both androecium and gynoecium is known as bisexual flowers. Flowers having both androecium and gynoecium in a flower is known as bisexual flowers. But flowers androecium and gynoecium is seen in separate flowers. Androecium and gynoecium seen in separate flowers is known as what? Unisexual flowers. That flower is known as unisexual flowers, and androecium gynoecium seen in same flower is known as bisexual flowers. Got it? So, next we are going to write flowers having both androecium and gynoecium. That means what? That flower is known as bisexual flowers. Have same. In the same flower have both androecium and gynoecium is known as bisexual flowers. Androecium and gynoecium seen in different separate flowers is known as unisexual flowers. Yes, so all of you try to say some examples of this. Yes, from your textbook we can see that oleander is a bisexual flowers because in oleander flower have both androecium and gynoecium. What is the other one? Yes, here we said, look here. Yes, in a hibiscus plants, in a hibiscus flower also have androecium and that gynoecium. Gynoecium is seen here. Yes, see, same flower, is it? So, this hibiscus is also a what? Yes, hibiscus is also a which flower? Yes, bisexual flower. So, we can write hibiscus. Then which one? Clitoria. Yes, in textbook said that clitoria also bisexual flower. Like that rose, Sora, and lady's finger also. These are the flowers have flowers both androecium and gynoecium. Flowers have both androecium and gynoecium. What are the flowers? That flower known as bisexual flowers: oleander, hibiscus, clitoria, rose, ixora, and lady's finger. Next, unisexual flowers. Androecium, gynoecium is separate flowers. So, what are they? What are some example? Yes, here we said that in your textbook. Pumpkin. First one pumpkin, then pumpkin, bitter gourd, ash gourd, cucumber, snake gourd, and coconut also. Which one? Unisexual flowers. So, what are the unisexual flowers? Pumpkin, bitter gourd, ash gourd, cucumber, snake gourd, and coconut are unisexual flowers. So, flowers having both androecium and gynoecium is known as bisexual flowers. Flowers have gynoecium and androecium seen in separate flowers is known as unisexual flowers. So, bisexual flower examples what are there? Oleander, hibiscus, clitoria, rose, ixora, lady's finger. Then unisexual flowers, what are the examples? Pumpkin, bitter gourd, ash gourd, cucumber, snake gourd, coconut. So, next, flowers that have only androecium are male flowers. Flowers that have only androecium is known as male flowers. Flowers have only gynoecium is known as which flowers? Female flowers. Only androecium is male flower and only gynoecium is which flower? Female flower. Okay. Next, the homework. What is the homework? Draw any one of the flower and label the parts. Draw any one of the flower and label the parts. Draw any one of the flower and label the parts. I write the question. Draw any one of the flower and label the parts. Okay. Next, what have we learned today? What have we learned today? Today we learn about different parts of flowers and functions of flower. What is the function of flower? To produce seed and seed and fruit. To produce seed and fruit. That is the function of flower. Then what are the main parts of the flower? What are the parts? Yes, we said that androecium, calyx, corolla, pedicel, petals, gynoecium, etc. are the main parts of the flower. And also we learn about the functions of the flower. Also we learn about the functions of the flower. All of you write this and study well. And at last we study that bisexual flowers and unisexual flowers. Separate androecium and gynoecium seen separate flowers is known as which unisexual flower, and same in same plant, same flower have both androecium and gynoecium is known as bisexual flowers. Okay, all of you study well. Let's wind up today's class. Thank you.